Hare Krishna, welcome to morning Amrut Vani program. His Grace Rupavilas Prabhuji will be giving his transcendental words of wisdom. His Grace Ram Kripa Prabhuji will be reading the Namamrita and Srila Prabhupada Leela Amrit. Bhakti Rashmi Bitra Mataji will be reading the Prabhupada quote. Thereafter, Her Grace Rupodi Radha Mataji will be reciting the slokas. Welcome to everyone once again. Hare Krishna.
हरे कृष्ण दंडवत प्रणाम। ओम अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada की जय। His Holiness गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय। His Holiness भक्ति आश्रय वैष्णव स्वामी महाराज की जय। His Grace शिक्षा गुरु रूपविलास प्रभु की जय। अनंत कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय। Sri Namamrita, the nectar of the holy name. All devotees should combine to distribute the Hare Krishna Mahamantra all over the world. Lord Sri Chaitanya to his devotees. I am only gardener. How many places can I go? How many fruits can I pick and distribute? It would certainly be a very laborious task to pick the fruits and distribute them alone, and still suspect that some would receive them and others would not. Therefore, I order every man within this universe to accept the Krishna consciousness movement and distribute it everywhere. Here, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu indicates that the distribution of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra should be performed by the combined forces. Although he is the supreme personality of Godhead, he laments, how can I alone pick the fruits and distribute it all over the world? This indicates that all classes of devotees should combine to distribute the Hare Krishna mantra without consideration of time, place, or situation. Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela 9.34 to 36. Hare Krishna.
You can continue, please.
Hare Krishna. Prabhupada quote, 15th February. The unhulled rice and empty husk of rice look very much the same. One who knows how to get the grain out of the unhulled rice is wise, but one who beats on the empty husk, thinking to get some result, is simply wasting his labor uselessly. Similarly, if one studies the Vedas without finding the goal of Vedas, Krishna, he simply wastes his valuable time. Letter to Dr. Stahl, Labor, February 15, 1970. Hare Krishna. Srila Prabhupada Lilamrita. When Reva Shankar Bhayal met his friend Ram Mitra, also present were Abhay, Dr. Shastri, Radhe Lal Malik, Prabhakar Misra, and Suryamukhi Sharma, a young educated Jhansi woman. They presented the case for several angles, and Mr. Bhayar listened. He agreed that he wasn't using the place at present, and this seemed to be a good cause. He agreed to let Abhay use the facilities for his league of devotees for as long as he liked. And at Abhay's request, he agreed to become the member of the league. They shook hands. On behalf of his state, Mr. Bhayal presented the Bharti Bhavan properties to charity to Abhay Charan Day and League of Devotees. During December and January, Abhay prepared the League of Devotees Charter. He wanted to begin vigorous, extensive preaching following the example of his spiritual master. Once he began to set his goals to paper, the project immediately began to expand beyond Jhansi, beyond India. Of course, the League of Devotees was for the young people of Jhansi. They were already expressing great interest, but Abhay Charter described more than merely evening classes and kirtana. It was a broad scheme, including a description of the four orders of society: Brahmana, Kshatriya, Vaishya, and Shudra, and detailed plans to accommodate the worldwide religious movement. The charter set forth a probationary period of prospective members. It described spiritual initiation. It arranged for economic reciprocation between individual members and the league. It arranged to provide lodging for preachers, and it defined prohibited activities: illegitimate connection with women, intoxicating habits, diets other than regulated strictly on the vegetable kingdom, gambling, and unnecessary sporting recreation enterprises. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Danvat Pranam, Bhagavad Gita 18.25. Anubandhanam kashyam Shayam himsam anapekshasya cha paurusham mohat arabhyate karma yatta tamasam uchyate. Translation: that action performed in illusion, in disregard of scriptural injunctions, and without concern for future bondage, or for violence or distress caused to others, is said to be in the mode of ignorance. Hare Krishna. Srimad Bhagavatam 4.15.26. Vayam tva avidita loke sutayapi varimhi karambhiha katham atmanam gapayishyama gapayishyam balavad. Translation: King Prithu continued, my dear devotees, headed by the Sruta, just now I am not very famous for my personal activities because I have not done anything praiseworthy you could glorify. Therefore, how could I engage you in praising my activities exactly like children? Hare Krishna. Chapter 15 complete. CC Madhya 5.130. Sai chidra adyapiha achayana sate Sei mukta paraha yaha chaya chadite. Translation: that very whole is still there, and you can use it to set the pearl you desire to give me. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Krishna
Krishna,
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 Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare.
Ram Ram, Hare Hare. श्री श्री राधा रासबिहारी भगवान की जय, ललिता सखी विशाखा माता की जय, गिरिराज गोवर्धन महाराज की जय, सीताराम लक्ष्मण हनुमान की जय, गौरांग निताय महाप्रभु की जय, शील प्रभुपाद की जय, मॉर्निंग चैंटिंग प्रोग्राम की जय, संवेद भक्त वृंद की जय, हिज होलीनेस गोपाल कृष्ण गोस्वामी महाराज की जय. Mahaprabhu is saying that how can I distribute the fruits? I am I am only a gardener. How many pieces I can pick and give? Somebody will get and somebody will not get. That's why I request everybody that please spread this fruit and give this fruit to everybody. The fruit of bhakti, the fruit of the holy name. Please give it to everybody on my behalf, and that will please me. And that's why Mahaprabhu says, Jare dekho tare kaho Krishna upadesh, more agya hai bhi guru. That on my order, please become a guru, and whomever you come, whomever you come in contact, please distribute my holy name. Please give the message of Krishna. Nadi ago dhruv mein नित्यानंद महाजन पाती याचे नाम हट जीवेर कारण श्रद्धावान जन हे श्रद्धावान जन हे. See, they have opened the market, this holy name market. नदी या गोद्रुम में नित्यानंद महाजन, and they have opened this holy name market to distribute the holy name. They are saying, Bolo Krishna, Bhajo Krishna, Karo Krishna Shiksha. So this is the mission of Mahaprabhu. This is the mission of Nityananda Mahaprabhu. And this is the mission of all acharyas, to spread the message, to give the holy name. We ourselves should sincerely chant the holy name and then try to spread this holy name throughout the world. एक भूसी होती है और चावल की भूसी और चावल वाला भूसी होती है. You know that hull. It is called as the unhulled rice and empty husk rice. तो कुछ लोग खाली भूसी को मारते हैं और सोचते हैं उसमें से चावल निकल जाएगा. नहीं निकलेगा. Similarly, if you are trying to unhurl the rice, nothing will come out. Only pain, labor will come out. Similarly, you try to study Vedas, try to study, to try to become goodness, but it will become shrama eva. Dharma hi swanushtita punsam vishwaksena kathasuya na utpadayet yadi ratim shrama eva hi kevalam. If you perform your devotion, if you perform your occupational duty very nicely, your dharma very nicely, but that doesn't lead to love for the katha of Krishna, love for Krishna, then that will ultimately become a labor, because it will not help you to cut down your karma bondage. You will be trapped in the material world. That's why Srila Prabhupada says, if you study Vedas, if you do good activities, but ultimately if you do not come to Krishna Bhakti, it's all waste. How, Krishna is arranging Dr. Shastri, we are seeing Radhe Lal Malika, Prabhakar Mishra, they all convinced Mr. Bhayal. And Bhayal was very happy that ultimately it will be used for some good thing. So he donated, gave in charity and told them, use it as long as you want. And now Srila Prabhupada, what ISKCON really wanted, he was trying to do it with League of Devotees. He wanted to have not this mission to be centered around Jhansi, but it should be spread throughout the world. He wanted that the preachers should be loaded, the temple should be loaded with the preachers, and they should follow the four regulative principles. They should not be engaged in sporting and recreational activities. They should not be having any connection with women, intoxication, diet. So all this charter, there was nothing that time. Prabhupada was empty. He had nothing. But he was planning that this should be my temple, this should be how it should be going. So, as I was telling you, that this was a trial that Lord was preparing him for the big one, where he will get complete failure. But how he was preparing, how the temple should be, how the temple should function, how it should distribute the name, everything he was preparing in Jhansi. But ultimately, as I told you, 3 years afterwards, everything will fail. You will not be successful. Hari Bol. So, what is tamasi action? The first thing of tamasi action, that he is always in illusion. He doesn't regard scriptures at all. जो भी scriptures बोलता है उसका उल्टा करेगा. Another thing is that he's not concerned about future bondage. कौन देखा है future? And he's always involved in giving pain, violence, and distress. And he causes distress to himself, he causes distress to others. Such a person is called as tamasi, or you can say ignorant. Actions are considered in actions in ignorant. As far as Prithu Maharaj is concerned, he is telling everybody that I have not performed all this action. So why you are praising? Hmm? And I have not done anything praiseworthy to glorify. Therefore, how could you engage in the praising, the activity like a child? Huh? Because praise, is like a poison for devotees. Devotees never like to get praised because that leads to what you case kutinati, puja man pratishtha. That doesn't help in devotional life. They get stuck in all this thing. The devotee has to go further. He always have to give praise to others instead of taking praise for himself, and that is what quality we see in Prithu Maharaj. How nice now we are moving for Chaitanya Charitamrita that the deities is telling that I might have that hole still in my nose. So if you want that earring, that uh, nathri with, you can come and put it in my deities, the Gopala. So again and again, from the story of the Sakshi Gopala, we come to know that the Vigrahas are not stone, Vigrahas are living, and they reciprocate to the person according to the love and devotion. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
So the Lord Gopal realized the intention of the queen and came
Yes.
in